in the 505, moved to the 90 way. Mom and pop, so was cat food on the plate. Government aid meant the government cheese. We on government land, we still ain't.
What up, y'all? It's K&B, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe. And this is the Sexy NinJACAST podcast, vlogcast. It's just been a minute since I've done one of these. What up? Usually it's just an update on life, just what's going on, read what I'm reading, reviews, reactions, and stuff like that. As you should know now, the New World podcast is now twice a week, instead of daily like it used to be, but there will be daily content in regards of shorts or maybe a Sexy NinJACAST just to get my mind out there. And I've been on this weight loss journey for a minute. And it's like yesterday I posted up a picture, and it was a picture of me from a couple months ago, and I didn't realize, looking at my face, I'm somebody who doesn't see change. I'm somebody who doesn't recognize change, and I know that's a problem. I was told this by my homie. He was just like, yo, he goes, you have this weird self-doubt of yourself. You're so confident in a lot of things you do, but you have so much self-doubt in yourself. And I do, and ever since I started this, everyone's like, oh my God, you're losing so much weight. You're doing this. And I was like, I don't see it, y'all, but yesterday I actually saw a side-by-side picture of myself from a couple months ago and to today and everything. And it's just like, oh, wow, and people who walk up to me like, yo, man, you're looking fantastic. You're looking great, man. And I'm just like, thanks, and did you catch the podcast? I'll change the subject up, or, oh, did you watch this movie, or something of that nature. I am just like, yeah, I don't see it. And maybe I should start recognizing that a little bit more and having a little bit more self-love for myself and everything like that, but it's been a journey. And I get asked all the time, how do you do it? What sets your mind to be like, I want to lose weight? Well, the way this all went down is because the real story. I went to a creek and just being outside, and I'm somebody who does not like being outside. I'm not a nature guy by any nature of nature. I'm not that guy. I never liked going outside. I like staying inside my bubble and stuff like that. But it was a moment of, we went to this really dope creek down in Sedona. And it was beautiful. There's a video of it I have. It's on you just gotta look on the timeline and stuff like that. But this was from a couple months ago, and this creek was heaven. I mean, it was heaven. It was a place where I found salvation in myself, because the day before, I was fixing my bed, and I got so winded, I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. Literally, I got so winded, I thought I was going to have a freaking heart attack. And I was just like, man, something's got to change. Then when we went to this creek, it was like the doors open wide. I was like, oh, and I just got this moment of being like, you know what? I need to stop. So the first step was I started walking. I just kept walking. Then I integrated some weightlifting and stuff like that, and I wasn't seeing results, and I was like, God dang it, man, because I stepped on the scale every single day, which you shouldn't do. At least give it a week or maybe a couple weeks. Don't let the scale hold you, by the balls or vagina or whatever's down there. Don't let it hold you, and don't let it that was the thing. I was so self-conscious about it. I just kept on. Every day I was like, oh, there's nothing. Oh, I'm still fat. Oh, but then I was like, all right, well, one, I need to stop doing this. Okay, well, I'll stop doing this. Then I was like, well, I need to start counting my calories, because I didn't really realize how much calories I've been consuming a day, and I did research on that. And the biggest thing down that freaked me out was, I love going to the movies. I love popcorn. I'm always like, make it drizzle, baby. Get the butter on there. Get a little bit of salt. And then I remember just standing at the movie theater when I started this journey with losing weight. I looked at it, and my extra large popcorn is 1,000 calories. And I would finish that bad boy like nothing. And I was like, oh my goodness, oh my gosh, like that's, oh. So I cut down to the smaller bag, or I at least share it completely with somebody that I'm going, like, hey man, you want some of this? And that's another thing I started doing. I started like, my intake in food is like, I was a really bad snacker. I still am. But I love chips. Like chips were the biggest thing. I love eating chips. Chips were like, there's no chips in this house unless it's for my wife and my daughter. But the like chips are the devil. I just love them so much that I had to eat them all the time. So eliminated chips. I started eating pretzels if I wanted something snacky. If I wanted then I just started eating more veggies than anything. I really stopped drinking soda. I'll have a diet soda every once in a great while. I know diet sodas are not that great either, because of what's in them. But like, it's just something just to have a little bubbly, Then mainly water has been my consumption. And if I want something sweet, I always just put a lemon in it, or I put a bunch of fruit. Everyone laughs at me because I put like oranges and limes and lemons into my water, and I let it just soak all day. I'm just like, yeah, because there can be a point where you can get tired of water. Then I started looking at my energy drinks. I started getting the sugar-free ones, even though those are really great for you as well. So then at work, where I work with food. So like, it's constant, you know what I mean? It's there for me to consume. And I was always just like snacking, eating when I could, fried food, didn't care. Then I just kind of was like, you know what, maybe that's the problem. I started wheeling back on that. I was like, you know what, hey, make us a burger, but cut it in half and stuff like that, and then you take the other half. And then now I'm to the point to where I do a lettuce wrap with an Impossible burger for lunch, or I just do a salad. But I try to keep myself full of fruit and vegetables and stuff. And I have no problem with that. But the problem was how to consume that food and not overstuff myself with that food. So it's been it was a struggle in the beginning. It's still a little bit of a struggle today, especially on my days off. Like I try not, I walk every single day. So I try one day of the week where I know I'm super tired. I give myself a break. I'm like, I need a day. But then the back of my brain's like, you fatty, get back out there. And so I love going on the trails now. I know all these trails behind my house like the back of my hand now. I know which one goes which way and this and that. And I try to find new trails to go on. I got a trail I'm going to conquer. It's a trail that I only did halfway because it whooped my ass. It's over by Fat Man's Loop here in Flagstaff, Arizona. Like, it whooped my ass. My dad did the whole thing. And I got halfway, and man, I mean, I was so winded. And this was like a month ago or something like that. So this time I'm going to conquer that beast, and I'm going to climb it, and I'm going to rock it. And I don't care what stops me. Nothing can stop me. That's what I mean. And I saw a really good friend of mine yesterday, and she was like, "You're looking great." I said, "Thank you so much." She goes, "You know what, Kyle? The best thing about you is when you put your mind to something, you don't stop." And that's true in a lot of ways, but there are also some things that I can agree that it does not apply. I do get behind on things. Like, I'm behind on Agatha, I'm behind on the Penguin and stuff like that, because I've been so focused and driven by the wrestling. like that consumed a good chunk of my life, to where I was like, to the point to where I was starting not to like wrestling anymore. And that's crazy to say, but when you consume it every single day, and when it's not good, it just makes you feel like you're wasting your time. So that's why I was like, you know what? I hit 700 episodes. I was 700 episodes committed, and I did 700 episodes. I don't know if many people can say they were consistent on something like that, but I was consistent. I rocked it. I made it. And now I have this new form of the podcast that I'm very happy with. Dropped a new episode, and I think that I'm going to enjoy wrestling more without feeling committed to make to drop the video and do the review and stuff, because I have other interests. I have other hobbies that I want to, talk about and stuff, like everything that's behind me, and I've been catching up on comic books too. And I just read Absolute Batman by Scott Snyder, and oh my gosh, it is so good. I remember the controversy behind like the new Batman logo and everything, but there's a purpose to the Batman logo because it's on his chest. It's an axe, like, and he takes his wings. His cape is actually more bat-like and everything like that. It's where he can snap people. Batman, he can take off his horns and stuff like that. He can he could stab people with them. Like, this is a whole different universe, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody. So you should go read Absolute Batman. It is absolutely fantastic. I'm also reading the new Ninja Turtle series with Jason Aaron. He took the helm. It's definitely a really good take on the turtles themselves. I just caught up on all my X-Men books finally, and I'm very excited. I will say, out of Exceptional X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, and Regular X-Men, the X-Men book with Scott leading the team is one of my favorites. Second to that, I will say, is Exceptional X-Men, because a lot of it is based on Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost, and they're one of my two favorites in the X-Men. So I was just like, okay, if we can focus on Kitty Pryde, and then now enters Emma Frost. The Uncanny X-Men is with dealing with Rogue and Jubilee, and Wolverine's got his own series too. He's got going on, but he just left the team. So a lot of great stuff there. DC just dropped their Absolute Power, where Amanda Waller created her her Trinity of Evil. And, of course, she got beaten, but it was only done in 4 issues, which was kind of but the all-in special. So attention, all comic book people that want to get into comic books. If you want a starting point to jump on right now, I will say do the all-in stuff. The all-in special, oh my goodness, is fantastic. It's awesome. I was just like, wow. This is a great series. Like, I'm really excited to see where we go. And this whole absolute universe that was created because of Darkseid Spectre. Yeah, think about that. Darkseid Spectre. I was like, oh my goodness. And we got a little love for Booster Gold too. So a lot of cool things there. And this is a really good jumping off point for a lot of people who want to read if you're into DC and whatnot. So I definitely check out All In. Like, get the All In special. It's so good, guys. It's really good. I've been catching up on movies now since I got this new mindset. I watched Twisters. Awesome. There's a line in this movie that just makes me happy, because me and my wife laughed at it so hard, where the main character, he's like, helps after this twister blows through and whatnot, and he's looking for a dog, and then the lady's like, did you find the dog? Of course I found the dog. I don't know why, just his confidence in saying that the way he did just made me so happy, because he's just like, of course I found a dog. Look at me, I'm sexy. Possibly, I can't remember his name right now, but possibly the next new Batman. Then I saw Beetlejuice. Speaking of Batman, that was actually really good. If this is for somebody who had this love-hate relationship with Tim Burton, and now that I'm older, I can appreciate Tim Burton's style a lot more. And it's funny, is when I was young, Batman Returns was the end-all be-all Batman movie. As I've gotten older, and my olderness, if you want to call it that, Batman 89 is fine wine. Oh, Batman 89 is fine wine. And, so those are the 2 movies I got to see. I still got a couple on slate that I want to watch and then possibly review. I know it's been a minute since I reviewed a movie. Saw Joker. Loved the Joker, too. I know that got a lot of hate and everything like that. Terrifier 3 is on the way. Is out now, that I need to see, because I love the first Terrifier. I love the first 2 Terrifier movies. Yeah, it's Halloween season, baby. Like, what's your costume? Originally, I was gonna be Batman. Like, that was my goal, or a Starfleet officer, which I was last year. But work has prohibited us to wear costumes this year, which is, I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I'm not gonna throw a big stink about it, but that's fine. But I was just like, if I did have Halloween off, Batman was the goal, or Starfleet officer. So why not Jedi? I don't feel like wearing a robe, but I will wear a cape, because I thought with this working out and losing weight, I thought that was the appropriate costume, because I love Batman so much. And I was just like, you know what? If I can get to that goal of rocking a Batman costume, that'll be awesome. So what's your costume? Drop those comments below. Like, what do you got planned for Halloween? It's on a Thursday this year. Music I'm catching up on. And it's funny is like now that I got this new mindset of like what I want to do, especially with the channel and everything, it's just hard. Not really, it's not hard. It's like eye opening when I'm like, oh man, I missed out on so much stuff. Like I still got Tulsa King, those shows. Like what TV shows are you rocking this fall, huh? What's your brand? I started that show Tracker just because I like that actor. I started that show, and that kind of fell off. Like, what comic books are you reading, man? Like, I'm catching up right now. This is my current read pile right here. This was a lot bigger. There was like 3 read piles, but I finally bust through them. And first up is Action. This is what I'm talking about. That All In Action Comics that I'm very excited about. Batman and Robin. All In, I'm very excited about. This one I'm really excited about because I love my Green Lanterns. And I got all the variants for this because my comic book guy at a comic book shop knows that I love my variants. I got the Acolyte. I like the Acolyte show. I really do. So I had to learn more about Kelnaka. Big Star Wars series that started the Battle of Jakku. This is right after the Return of the Jedi. They just wrapped up everything that happened in between Empire Strikes Back to Return of the Jedi. And then my Ultimate Universe. So, bam. The Ultimate Universe is great. I'm a little behind, as you can see. But like I said, this pile was a lot bigger. The Ultimate Spider-Mans, I got to say, is my favorite. Next to that would probably be Black Panther. And next would be the Ultimates. And after that, the X-Men. Ultimates has been great. Avengers Assemble, a whole new book here. 85th anniversary of Marvel. I got this one. This Batman Offworld is the most Batman can be in this universe. Like it is written by Jason Aaron, and he takes Batman to a whole new level of being Batman. Really great series right here. Tom Taylor, Nightwing, Fallen Grayson. This series, the last issue of this comes out today. Well, this Wednesday. Hey y'all, so sorry for cutting it that short. The mic died. I have this really cool mic kit that I was testing, and the microphone died. So that was on me. I should have charged that guy. But like and subscribe, share with your grandma, share the bum down at Walmart, and here's to many more Sexy Ninja casts. Alright, y'all, and remember, stay sexy, ninjas. Woo woo!
The Rez kid popping off at the lid. I'm just a Rez kid popping off at the lid. About to do it big.